Football is a simplistic but beautiful game. The passion of the fans and the noise make this sport so great. But underneath all the lights and glamour lie some sickening truths. Many dream becoming professional footballers, but few go on to live the dream. Kids leave their clubs with little to no education, some even turn to crime. Unfortunately, 98% of 16 to 18 year olds who sign scholarships are released or drop out of the game by the age of 21. Football hasn't had much of a safety net, and Michael Kinslet is trying to change that. He spoke with me about the aims of an academy he set up called OnSIDE.
Based on some scholarship players and some pros, when they come out of the game, what will happen is you'll come to OnSIDE, you'll more or less be in the same environment as an academy, as in training every day. Matches against professional clubs, semi-professional clubs and college teams. Massive difference it is that the education side is based on the individual. I've put together courses with training providers where they can go and be a plumber, electrician, bricklayer, business studies, if any of them need maths and English. All depending on the individual. The percentages against making a footballer that slim. This course is designed to get them into work if they don't get to be a footballer again. The football side of it is dangling a carrot. By year 3, they should be 10 in sight across the country because this issue is massive. The education they get at the football clubs is phenomenal. All they get is a sports course. Trying to get a job with that in the overcrowded industry that it is madness. They don't even really take much notice of it. So when they come out of football, they haven't got no education. They don't know what to do with themselves. This is where it's leading into an issue with them to getting involved in crime. What I'm doing now at the moment is the marketing part of it, going into the clubs, making it aware to young lads what's happening in football and, where they're at the safety net now in football. If you want to come to us, you'll get a meaningful education where you'll be able to get a proper job, a proper employment to sustain them in life instead of just counting on football. What happens in football, even if you play for a Division 2, Division 1 team and you get 32, 34, that's only half of your work in life. So these lads at the lower end of the game, they haven't made enough football to sustain them for the rest of the other half of the work in life. So this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to change the footprint of the football.
Michael knows all too well how a lack of education can be disastrous for young lads coming out of the game. He himself spent 12 years in prison and is determined to ensure others don't go down the same avenue he did.
I went to a club at 12 years of age. I just forgot about education, which everyone does when they think they're going to be a footballer. I'd come out of school with no education whatsoever. Went into football, Liverpool, Bury, Tranmere, Stranraer, went right down the semi-professional circuit. What I realised is that I had no real life skills to gain a proper employment. I'd missed the years of my life as trying to get an apprenticeship because that passes you by when you dedicate your life to football. So I'd missed a massive chunk of that out. I didn't know what else to do. I had to survive. I ended up turning to drugs because I knew that world from growing up on a council estate. That's where it all begins, and football, that's where lads come from, as council estates, the majority. That's where most of them are falling into that way of life now. That's from Premier League footballers right down. I've done 4 prison sentences, been in jail in Spain, Holland, a small one in England before, and my last sentence I've just finished, 12-year prison sentence. I thought about this project in prison. This is my life, this is my passion now, to make sure that no other lads go down the avenue I went down. There's a lot in government policies, government procedures, and every single lad will get funded on this course for free. And on the flip side of it, I've created about 8 businesses, limited businesses, which are going to massive profit. Every bit of the profit of the business is going to go into OnSIDE, so I can try and sustain it myself.
OnSIDE aren't the only academy available to these young lads. There are others out there, but Michael isn't a fan.
There's loads of football schemes getting in touch with me where they charge the players. I don't agree with this. Charging lads to get trials, to me it's just charging them money for the placebo. They're just creating something that they know they're not going to get a chance of. They're just charging them money, making money off.
There are over 135 ex-professional players in prison at the moment, and Michael feels the media are afraid to speak about this and expose football's dark side.
No matter what you see in football, you'll only see more glamour, you'll see the successes. The real story of football is that There's more people who are wasted and lives wasted because of football. Football's got a lot to own up to, and it's got a lot to stand by.
I spoke with Joel Woods, a student at the OnSIDE Academy. He told me how working with Michael has reinstilled his belief that he can succeed and become a professional footballer. It has also given him the opportunity to study subjects that could help him secure future employment if he is unsuccessful in chasing his dream.
It taught me a lot. It's got me into playing in different clubs. Got me an education as well. Activity leadership, MVQ, I'm doing. So about coaching and the facilities and coaching and how to treat the coaching environment. I left school, grade 11, and then I was meant to go to sixth form, but when I heard about OnSIDE, I never ended up going and stayed with OnSIDE. I played for a few clubs before it, but I was just playing amateur. OnSIDE have got me playing for AFC Liverpool, and I've had trials at Sammy as well. In our session, sometimes there's only 10, but sometimes there's like 30 people. It's in Liverpool, but people have been contacting them from all over England, like for his help. It's not just football, it's just boxing, construction, all different kinds of things. No, it's very enjoyable. When we're in the classroom, it's at most 2 hours, 3 hours. Everyone gets on with each other and everyone enjoys it.
OnSIDE have helped so many kids since its set up. Gareth Christie played in the Liverpool area with Tranmere and says that the course they offered was nominal and not mandatory. He moved to the UK from Ireland and received a very basic education from the club. His career was cut short by injury and he was left unsure of his future. There were no schemes like OnSIDE in Liverpool when Gareth was playing, and he emphasises how important getting an education is.
We went to school like 1 day a week over there, but it really wasn't enough. You could have missed days and they wouldn't have really been bothered. They didn't stop you from playing if you didn't go to college, or they do set you up on courses and so on, and they will pay for them, but I don't think they push it enough. Obviously when you're going over 16, you're playing football, you're on a professional contract, the last thing you want to do is really be in school, but they didn't really push it as such for you, so yeah, they could do more. I've known a couple of youngsters that went over in the last few years and it has been the same. There's nothing changed in that. They go over, if I could give anyone advice, it'd be to probably finish school over here and then probably go, because you think you're missing out on 2 years over there, but you're not really missing out really on that much. And I think you could deal with things probably a lot better with being a bit older. When things are good over there, it's great, but when you have the injuries and stuff like that, you can kind of probably suffer a bit.
There is no doubt that the OnSIDE Academy is a great idea, and Michael is completely committed to helping youth players receive a meaningful education. Having experienced a sudden influx of cash signing a professional contract, it is easy to forget about education. This is what happened to Michael, and once the cash stopped coming in, as injuries hit, he had to sustain the lifestyle he had become accustomed to. He began selling drugs and went on to spend 12 years in prison. Michael wants awareness raised regarding football's dark alleys. The OnSIDE Academy has created a much needed safety net in football. Hopefully more and more schemes of this nature start appearing. Thank you for listening.